Yes, Maria.
Coach Lauren, just wanted to say welcome back to Knoxville and ask you about how it was playing back here at the Summit with your team and then having Ariel Massengale on your staff too.
Maria, always good to hear from you and speak with you. Obviously, it's nostalgic in a sense, having essentially gone from a girl to a young woman here, and just seeing everything, seeing old faces. I think it speaks to the legacy that's here. And then obviously having Coach Ariel Massengale is just she's incredibly invaluable to our program and what we're trying to do here as far as developing our young guards. I think you guys saw a lot of our young guards today. So, goodness, it's just great to be back. It's great to hear her reminiscing and telling stories, all of those really, really cool things. Wish we'd put together a better first quarter, but otherwise just really thankful to have the opportunity to play a game in this crazy time of the year.
The size of Tennessee, is that just a problem for probably all opponents? And then, I mean, they just keep bringing them in off the bench and they seem to get bigger.
For sure. I think it's a combination of them being big, they're long. I think that Kelly's done a really good job of getting some decision makers, developing their decision makers. Obviously, bleeding orange forever. So I've been following the program for some time now. And I think that I've been really impressed with Jordan and how she's developed. Obviously, Renaya and Ray was, the person who we keyed on early on in the game. So yeah, they just keep coming one after another, bigger, longer. They're just really tough to keep off the glass, really tough to keep from getting to their spots for sure. And then obviously, you guys all know the size that Tennessee has inside. And I think that's been a staple of Tennessee forever. So they just kept coming too.
I want to ask you too about Darby Harrison, obviously the younger sister of Isabel Harrison. She took that shot to the face in the second half. How is she doing right now?
Right now, our medical staff is doing a great job just checking in on her. I didn't see it happen, honestly. I was keyed in on another area of the court. And in talking to her, she seems okay right now. And I'll have more information later.
And then I think Clark for you is your leading scorer. I believe 14 points. Just a little bit about how well she did here on a pretty big stage.
For sure. I think that, we all started off really, really slow. I think obviously Tennessee's size, athleticism, length, all of that really disrupted what we were trying to do offensively. Even when we got those open looks, they have a way of speeding you up. We missed a lot of wide open ones that we've traditionally expected to make. A lot of them at the rim, just worried about getting shots blocked, things like that, even though we talked about it's obviously going to happen. But what I was proud of is Taylor settled in into the second half. And I thought she made some plays, and we were even able to try to play some small lineups. I think we came out positive by just like plus 1 or 2. So we're thankful for that, even though obviously we gave up a lot of seconds and we were just content with trying to put them on the foul line and stay in it. But she's really just developed inside, outside. Obviously against a team as big as Tennessee, we don't get to take advantage of her mismatch about being able to post. I think even there's a time we got their point guard on her. We couldn't see over everyone defending us to get the ball inside. And I think that's just a testament to Tennessee and, how they're developing their program and recruiting players that fit that system they're trying to play.
Your non-conference schedule, Tennessee, South Dakota, Middle Tennessee State, just what's your theory on these challenges for your team?
We go into the season every year trying to make non-conference tougher than what we'll see in conference, because our end goal is always to try to play in the national tournament. And we know that we're realistically from a one bid league. We're going to have to win our conference tournament in order to go to the national tournament. So we try to put our ladies in as difficult situations as possible that mimic what we'll see in conference. And I just am a big believer. We're trying to be the best. And I think to be the best, you have to play the best over and over and over again and learn from those experiences. And we've taken something different from every game. I think the game I'm most probably disappointing us in is our MTSU effort. And I think that's just, we gave into fatigue a lot there, where today I think there were some positive signs for us in our young program going against obviously the storied Tennessee program. We got outsized a lot, but we'll learn from this, because the reality is, we're not getting any bigger and we want to compete in the national tournament. We're going to see a lot of teams like this. So I'm proud of the way that we play, and as far as playing hard and playing together. And we're just going to use the tape and try to build from this for us and continue to play. As much as Kelly will have us, we will be back.
Yes, Sue.
Hey, hi, Coach. Always really enjoy your videos when you post them on Twitter. Wanted to, wanted to know, your enthusiasm is contagious. Just wondered how you all handled the break and how you were all, because you all emerged with a lot of energy tonight. How did you all handle the break and how did you stay ready to hit the ground running after probably a break that you all needed as much as every other team right now?
For sure. We went into the break having played 4 games in 6 days and having had lost 2 games and had finals. And we even had some housing things and we had young women moving. It was a chaotic, hectic week. I think we were beat at the end of the week. And we let our young women to go home. We're a big believer of family. Obviously, a lot of that has come from being in this program. And Pat was a big believer of family. So we tried to give them time to just go home and rest and recover as much physical and mentally as they can, because we know how this time has been trying. We came in, we've got 3 practices in before the game today. We got a chance to see the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, which is so exciting for our young program. So we just are trying to keep everything fresh. And I think our young women had a great attitude about everything. And we've lost enough games to appreciate every opportunity we get to play. And I think that showed hopefully throughout everything, just our love for the game and our love for competing.
Thanks so much.
Of course.
Maria, do you have another question?
Yeah, just one last question, Lauren. Kelly spoke so highly of you yesterday when she spoke to the media. Besides being former Lady Vols, how have your paths crossed with Kelly in the past?
Kelly is fantastic. The first time it was when I was trying to convince an athletic director to allow my husband to work with me. And I was like, hey, look, Kelly Jolly's not Jolly, gosh, I can't get out of that. Kelly Harper's having so much success with her husband. It can be done. She even has kids. We don't have kids. But no, I got a chance to meet her a couple times on the recruiting trail. And I was just blown away by her charisma. Obviously, you guys know the Pat-like mannerisms are kind of scary at times. Oh my gosh. I mean, it seems like Pat spit her out. I was like, we need to get a DNA test or something here. But she's just fantastic. She is exactly who you guys want leading your program. I think that she's building it the right way. I have to think that Pat would be so proud of the way that she's sticking in there and hanging in there and developing these young people. Obviously, it's a lot different. I would even ask that Lady Ball Nation show her some grace because, gosh, the talent is just so much better, I think, than it was 30, 40 years ago. I think players are better. I think coaches are better. And I think it takes a little bit of time to build programs the right way. And I think that Kelly's trying to build it the right way. And I think that shows. And I think that that's going to continue to show for them in the SEC. So I've been blown away by her. She's an incredible person and an incredible coach. I think, again, Pat would be really, really proud of her.
Thank you, Lauren. Always good to see you. Hopefully next season we're not doing it via Zoom and we're out of this pandemic.
Hey, that would be fantastic, Maria. I always appreciate you.
All right. Do we have any other questions? Yes, Chloe. All right, then Gustavo.
Yeah, that's Coach. With 2020, ending this year, what are your thoughts on finishing the year with this game against Tennessee? With the program that you're handling, with all the challenges that 2020 throw at women's college basketball in the world. What are your thoughts on this finishing the year with this with playing this game against Tennessee?
Again, I'm proud of the way our kids have competed, and beyond that, I'm proud of who they are and how they've handled this entire pandemic. I'm blessed to be able to work with people I work with, work for the people I work for, work with our amazing young people. And while this obviously is a loss on paper, I think it's a win for us in a lot of different ways. Again, we're in trying to build. You have to go through some battles, and we want our kids to be battle tested. And this is something we'll refer to for the rest of the year and try to build off of. So while our year is winding down, we have another game tomorrow, and we're going to start focusing on them after we finish talking to you guys here, and then think about conference after that, and just taking it a day at a time. So thankful to play, thankful to compete, thankful for we get to do that with for sure. And then obviously wishing, the Lady Ball program the best of luck moving forward.
Sue?
No, actually, you know what? I don't know how to lower my hand. Sorry. So I'm actually good.
No worries. I'm not entirely sure either. So,
Thank you though.
all right. Do we have any other questions? If not, we're going to get Lauren back to the team. All right. I don't see any hands. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Lauren.
All right, thank you.